Hi. So today we are reviewing and creating this look using the new Haus Labs collection. I'm gonna give you swatches of everything, my thoughts on everything. I just wanna say at the end of this tutorial, I am going to be popping in clips from the launch party. I'm also going to pop in some clips from a little something that I posted on Instagram in case you guys didn't see it. If you did, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll pop my handle in right here. And then you may have seen it. You might know what I'm talking about. You can just skip that, it's at the end. But if not, you might wanna stay tuned to hear my thoughts. Oh my God, okay, so this, I'm wearing a top, by the way. You just can't see it. So this is the PR box that I received. It's like a diamond situation. These are the masks, the lace masks that came out recently. She announced a couple, I think she announced these and then the felt-tipped black eyeliner at the launch party. And then this is everything. All right guys, so if you want to see how I created this look and also what my thoughts are on this collaboration, and then also clips from the event, and then also a little something else, keep watching. So we're going to be starting off with the liquid shimmer powders. I'm very interested in them because they are liquid. They're like a liquid eyeshadow, but they're called powders because you can use them pretty much anywhere. I was playing with them a little bit and they look beautiful on just like naked skin. They blend out really nicely, but I got way more payoff when I used a little bit of primer. So I did go in with my Anastasia eye primer. So they have like a little doe foot, little angled doe foot. And they have, what is this, 6 colors? So this is the packaging, which in my opinion looked like it was going to be very, very cheap, but it actually has like a nice weight to it. So it's kind of like a matte, maybe an acrylic. It's got Haus Laboratories in silver right there. So I'm going to do a couple little swatches of these just so you guys can see the colors and I can like decide. All right, so these are the colors. We have like a, you know, an interesting array. So basically they come out very, very liquidy like this, and then they will dry down and then they do become a powder so you can actually blend them out. I don't know why I'm gravitating towards the gold and then this like gunmetal gray kind of. Now, what I was thinking about doing was a very like Lady Gaga, Sarah Tanno inspired makeup, kind of like a Pat McGrath, like big wing, but you know my shit is blending. So when it comes to cream eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, whatever, I wanna see like what the blend is going to be like. So I think I'm going to do my best to create kind of like a smoky eye. So we've got Biker. Wow, I'm just so nervous because I never use a product like this. And I'm gonna, oh shit, is this the black one? No, it's not, okay. So I'm gonna look it down into a mirror and place it in the shape that I wanna create. I also wanna see how much we can build up the pigment. That's cute, let's just leave it like that. And then I'm just gonna wait for that to dry down a little bit before I go in and blend it. But now that these are kind of dry, I just wanna show you that you can like blend them out. That one's not blending well at all. I like did this earlier where I let them dry down and then blend them out. Considering how they're not blending out well, once they've dried down, I'm gonna go in with a brush right now and start blending. And blend around those edges. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so nervous that this is just gonna be a huge mess. It's just like, it's so different when you go from blending on your hand to your actual eye. This one's been sitting for longer, so I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I don't want this to look like shit, you know? But it seems to not be blending as well as I had anticipated. I feel like you can kind of see like how it's pulling up right there when I go in with my brush. I think it blends better when you put like a big glob of it down, let that dry, and then you can kind of like blend it out because the thinner you make it, the faster it dries and the more it sets. So I'm gonna build that up. I'm gonna grab that gray one more time. And this time I'm gonna place it in the areas that like look a little sparse. I'm gonna use my brush to blend it out immediately. I'll be honest, I thought this process was gonna be much smoother when I swatched them on my hands. Tap and blend, I don't want it to like get too blown out. It definitely set more so in certain areas, and like, it depends on the lighting. Like when there's light reflecting on it, it looks really cool. But if you get into like, you can see right here, like there's a big patch missing right there, and like right here where it got like very thin. Like the consistency is just kind of inconsistent. Yeah, this side is really pissing me off though. Can't get that to blend. Like right in here, I'm like, come on. You know what? I'm just gonna go in with the gold now. So the gold shade is called Legend. Once again, I mean, that payoff is pretty fucking sweet. These would be really good for a cut crease, I think. And then I'm gonna take that same brush, I wiped it off, and I'm gonna tap around the edges. I like that. They feel really like nice and lightweight. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Just tapping, no rubbing. I'll be interested to see how these wear, you know? Like how long they last. So for the lower lash line, this is so weird. I just like never use products like this, you know? I'm gonna go back in with whatever that gray was. And then, fuck, I don't have a brush, I'm worried it's gonna set. Yeah, you definitely don't want to wait for them to set unless you're doing like a very precise shape. They actually do blend out. Like that blended pretty easy. I think I probably just fucked up on the top. This is why, you know, you don't know until you put them on your eyes. So I am going to go in with that black and just deepen up like this outer area over here. Black shade is called Chained Ballerina. Place it right there, and then I'm gonna kind of like pat it out and then drag it down here. This side is so messy and I'm like really upset about it. It's just very inconsistent. I think I'm gonna bring the gold into the inner corner. I like how precise these applicators are. I'm gonna build up that gold on the lid, like on the inner part. It looks good, right? It's like, because this stuff is so reflective, it's very hard to see if it's like blending or even, you know? All right, for my waterline, I'm going in with the Il Makiage eyeliner. This is in the shade, I have no idea. Oh, Sylvester. Fuck you. So, this gold is creasing. And I'm like, can I blend it? Like, will it blend out? You can kind of blend it. And it doesn't appear to be pulling off any of the pigment, so that's good. To finish off the eyes, she actually announced this at the, I just hit myself in the face. At the launch party. This is the Haus Laboratories, what do they call it? Oh, right, eyeliner. Felt tipped eyeliner. It's got a nice precise point. Oh! Definitely just stabbed myself in the eyeball. Interesting. So I'm comparing this right now to the Pat McGrath Perma Precision liquid eyeliner, because that's my favorite felt tipped eyeliner, which is a little bit longer than this, and I feel like the point on this is a little sharper, but the Pat McGrath one seems to have an easier time covering pigment. So this is actually like, I really have to build it up over the pigment to get rid of that gold. I'm being very reckless with this eyeliner right now. So that's kind of fly. Okay. Would it be weird to pop like a rose color on my bottom? I'm gonna take the color Rose Bitch and I'm gonna just pop it right here in between the gold and the silver. Honestly, because I'm wearing a pink top. All right, so I just finished off my eyes with some mascara and popped on the Blinking Beauty lashes in the style, what is this? Number 4. And then, you know, finished off my brows and a little blush and highlight and all that stuff. Anyway, we are going to be going on to the lips. So these are the Lipliner Swatches. I think what I'm going to do is go in with this nude first, and then I might do a little bit of contouring with this color or this color. I haven't exactly decided yet. The lip liners are wood liners, which is what I prefer. And they also have kind of like a waxy feel, which I prefer because I feel like especially if you overline your lips, it just adds like a little bit of grip. It's not sliding all over the place. It doesn't end up looking like shiny or anything like that. So she raved about this liner at the launch party, saying that she wears it on its own a lot. I do like that color. It's a little bit peachy for me. Now I'm gonna go in and do some contouring with Myth, which is a slightly darker shade. So I am actually gonna go in with that like purpley shade. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the glosses. These are all of the glosses. They're very, very shiny. They honestly seem like very, very sticky. You can see there the pigment a little bit better. So the only thing that I'm like not super wild about is the doe foot. First of all, when you open it, like a lot of product just kind of like drips down. Like I keep getting it all over the place. And then the doe foot is kind of hard. It's an interesting shape, so I'm gonna have to try it to see, but it's kind of like that. But the doe foot itself is kind of hard. And when I was swatching them, it was like a little bit hard to get the pigment to show up. We're gonna go in with Venus. You know what, I take it back, the doe foot's really nice. It contours to the lips so nicely. It's very creamy. I don't know if you can see that. It's slightly sticky. Not sticky in like a uncomfortable kind of way. Like I would say that it's more creamy. All right guys, so overall, I think the products are definitely interesting. The glosses are nice. I like the formula. I was totally wrong about the doe foot. It's actually like pretty comfortable. It just feels hard. but it contours really nicely to the lips, so that is nice. The colors don't like speak to me that much. I guess I like the pinks and I like the clear shimmer. The lip liner formula is great. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I love those kinds of like pencil lip liners that have like a little bit of a pull to them. It just makes overlining your lips so much easier. I would like to see more colors come out, but I think they came out with like a nice range of nudes, honestly. Like they're gonna be very flattering for most people. The eye products are very specific in my opinion. They're workable, like they're very easy to, what do I want to say here? I like the applicator, I like the finish. I'm not like so wild about all of the colors. The gold is like really interesting. The gray is really interesting. Like I do like the way this came out. It's not really something that I would like wear very often, but what I like about these products is they're versatile. So because they're so liquidy, you can use them as a liner, you can use them as a shadow, you can use them like in the center of a lid. If you go in with like some matte shades, you can use them as like an inner corner highlight. And they are called shimmer powders, so you're not limited to just the eyes. Like you can use them pretty much anywhere. Overall, the packaging is fine. Like I said, it's like an acrylic, a matte acrylic. It has a nice weight to it. It's not like anything to die over, but I think that it's good. I like it. It's pretty like simplistic. And then the liquid eyeliner is nice. It's, you know, very pointy. If it's gonna be felt tip, it better be sharp. Fuck, I totally forgot this literally happens to me every time. She also launched the face lace things. Armor mask number 1 and then armor wingtips. It's like a little sticker thing from her like Super Bowl, whatever. And then, ooh, okay, so these are supposed to fit any eye shape perfectly. All right, guys, I'm gonna pop in some clips from the event and also a little bit of tea. Stop it, you're making me uncomfortable.
Good evening. Welcome to Haus Laboratories. I am so honored and humbled that you all came here tonight to our house. It was the discovery of makeup that helped me transform into the artist and person I always wanted to be. It helped me to love myself. Alex. Come on, hell yeah! Watching my mom put her makeup on was this like a spiritual experience for me. I appreciate you so much being here tonight. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Cheers to you.
I am for sure going to be the only person who says this. And I don't want to be the one downer. I was super excited about last night. I was super excited. Like, I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. I think she's just like an incredible, talented, amazing art. Like, I just love her. I've loved her from the very beginning. And I was super excited when Haus Labs was coming out because it was like, of course, like, are you kidding me? Who should come out with a makeup brand with her background, loving like Boy George and just wanting to like play, and you know, she's so like, she just loves like the drag of it, you know what I mean? Like, of course she should be coming out with a beauty, something in the beauty industry, like a makeup brand, of course. I was just super excited about it. I didn't have any like, I mean, I guess I kind of had expectations, and I try not to go into these situations like having any expectations. Like, I knew I probably wouldn't meet her or anything like that, but it was just very cool to like see her in person. I've never been to a concert or anything like that. And I was just, I don't know if I was disappointed because I had specific expectations, or because if this were any other event, it was beautiful. It was a fine event. It was nice. They rented out a hangar and it was beautifully done. And they had food and drinks and, you know, all the typical shit, music, all that, photo ops, stuff like that. I guess I was just expecting I was expecting Lady Gaga, I was expecting Haus Labs to do something different. It was just another event. If you guys watched my recent video where I talk about being an influencer, I touched on this, and it's the hierarchy within the influencer industry, within the beauty industry, within the entertainment industry. And it was like when we first showed up, they had different wristbands delegating like, okay, these are the important people and these are the non-important people. So I was in the non-important people group, and we're basically just the proles who go to the event. We like shoot it and talk about it on our social media. Like they want us to advertise, but we're just there for the party basically. Like we get the free food and the free drinks, and we get to take photos, and we're doing free advertising for them. And then the important people, the larger influencers, they were the ones who got the other wristband, and they got to go to the VIP lounge and hang out with her and meet her. And I guess my expectation was that Lady Gaga wouldn't do what everybody does. That's what everyone does. It's the same shit, you know? I was expecting her to treat everyone as equal. Like I said, the event was beautiful. I think I was just very disappointed because I had this expectation that it wasn't going to be like every other event, and it was. And that was just very disappointing. It was very disappointing to go and be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I know what my role is. Like, I just talk about this, and, you know, I share it with my followers and tell them to go buy it. And I'm supposed to gush because it's Lady Gaga. And, like, this isn't anything against her. I love her. And probably she's just too big a star to just be walking around, you know, the floor with people. But I just thought, I don't know, her personality and the things that she promotes, that's more what it would be. It would be more of a personal experience, and it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I was very disappointed by all of that. I also just had like a really bad experience when I first got there of just like someone like people that you know well, like completely ignoring you. Like I talked about this in my recent video, and I'm like, I'm just so sick of this industry and people doing that. I just don't understand it. It confuses me. I don't feel like I connect with a whole lot of people in this industry. Like, luckily there are very kind. There's plenty of kind people, and I know plenty of people in the industry that are very nice. But like, it just, you know, certain things, they just leave like a bad taste in your mouth, you know. So I think I went into it kind of like set by that, and yeah, I don't know. This is on my mind right now, and honestly, I received so many comments from you guys in my last YouTube video talking about like just being an influencer, and so many of you were just like happy to hear like the real side of it, because I can tell you right now, everybody just goes out there for anything, and they post and they're like, oh my god, this is so amazing, oh blah blah blah, but like I just think so much of it is bullshit. I don't have any preconceived notions about the products themselves. I'm super excited to try them, and I think they'll be great, and I'm going to be interested in seeing like where Haus Labs goes. But I just, you know, I don't know. The beauty industry is so freaking saturated now. We just need different shit. Like bring something different to it, you know? So those are my thoughts and feelings. If you missed that on Instagram, I wanted to pop it in here just so that you could kind of like get a feel for where I'm coming from. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, please let me know what you thought about this collection, this look, in the comments down below. Did you pre-order? Have you received your items yet? All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.